What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Thank you all for checking in. So, the looming recession. We've all heard about it, and one way or another, you've heard some guru talking on a podcast about how he got rich off his side hustle 10, 20, 30 years ago. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, you've seen economic changes not only nationally, but internationally as well. You've seen that the Fed has been hiking up into the mountains with the interest rates, and if you know basic mathematics, you know that a recession is coming. It's just that simple. With that being said, I'm going to share with you the best side hustles to start in 2023, and all of these require little to no money at all. So with number one, we're going to start with my favorite one, a social media marketing agency or an smma. Now, personally, this has been my business model for the last 6 months, and it has definitely been one of the most mentally challenging parts of my life, just for the simple fact of learning the system processes, educating myself, and then applying that so I can scale and grow successfully. Now, marketing agency, you can literally start with $0. 6 months ago, I was a broke 19-year-old kid. I needed to know what direction my life was going into, and ultimately it came down to what kind of man is my son going to take me as a father, as a dad. And I really took that to heart, and I decided I seriously need a massive life change. So I did research. I looked up online what are the best side hustles to start in 2021. Now, this one you can literally start with no money at all. All you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet, which 90% of you have already. Over the course of running my agency to now seeing my next 12-month projections, making more money than I've ever made in my entire life, the one thing that I've learned when it comes to education is the only thing that's more valuable is time. We cannot create more time. There's endless time in the universe, but we only have a certain amount of it. We only have a finite amount of time. There's endless fucking money. So, what's more valuable to you? Time or money? To start, I grabbed an old notebook that I've had laying around in a closet since high school, and I literally soaked up, like a giant learning sponge, everything that I learned, and I wrote it in this notebook. Now, even 6 months later of actually working on my agency, keep this in mind. When I first started my agency, I didn't start till 6 months in. I had no clue what a funnel was. I had no clue how to get clients, how to get leads. And so for 6 months, I sat my ass down and watched, and I learned. Now, I don't know if you guys are fans of Andrew Tate, but I saw a video of him. He said, if Mike Tyson walked in the room and you wanted to learn how to box, would you sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to do it this way? Or would you shut up and listen? Because if you're trying to learn how to box and you have the greatest of all time sitting directly in front of you, why wouldn't you sit and listen? So I really took account for that, and everything that I watched, I wrote down. Whether it came from YouTube, whether it came from a book, it's all in here, and you have to understand the business model of all of these before you actually start working. Like I said, it took me 6 months to even start my agency, to even go out and actually go to sign a client. But that was because I wanted to absolutely understand the business model. I didn't want to go out there and I didn't want to run an ad campaign and make myself look like an idiot because I said I had an agency. Make sure that you know the business model before you do absolutely anything. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight. But if you take the knowledge that you gain, you put it down on a notebook, you actually apply yourself, put full initiative into the process, then you can live life however the fuck you want. Now, this next one is for my crypto investors and general market traders, so stock market or crypto market. If you already have extensive knowledge on trading, you know how to read the charts, you know how to take money, put it in, and make a profit, this one could make you the most amount of money out of all of these. With that being said, I would look into starting a small scale or sole proprietorship crypto firm. So this model in the most basic terms that I could possibly say is somebody brings you money, you put it into the crypto market, you make them a profit, and then where you make money is you get a broker's fee. So with this, I would probably stay around the 5 to 6% mark. That's really widely popular, especially when it comes to service-based businesses. For my marketing agency, I only take a 5% performance fee. For realtors, now I'm working with realtors, they take a 5 to 6% broker's fee or realtor's fee. And the reason why it stays so low, not because it doesn't make you money, but because it attracts more clients, it attracts higher paying clients, and with that you make more money. Especially with this business model too, because for other small scale firms that I've worked with, whether that be marketing for them or investing with them, they usually don't accept anybody as a client unless they have $2,000 to $3,000 to invest into the market. Then take that money, flip it, make 2 to 3 times more profit, and then they take home that 5 to 6%. Now, if you do enough of this, you see enough clients, you're marketing well profits wise, you can see your first 6 figures like less than 6 months. However, the one thing that I would warn is the legalities can be really tricky, and I would really only recommend using this business model if you are absolutely willing to watch the economy constantly. If you do have interest in starting a crypto firm, or you enjoy crypto, or you like watching the markets, I would look into it. Now, this next one is in high demand as of right now, and it probably will be as long as we have AI. Now that we got it, I don't think any of us see it going away. You can literally hop on Midjourney and then have a Canva account and do this for $12 a fucking month. With that being said, there is no excuse why you can't make money. So if you have a good creative mind, you like graphic design, I would look into starting an ad creative agency. In simple terms, what an ad creative agency does, they're hired by an agency like myself or from the business directly. Now, what they do is they have the business or me send them product images, and then they take that and then they make a design out of it, an ad creative, to sway a customer into coming on their site and buying a product. And I have not seen a lot of this, hardly at all. So this is an emerging side hustle that could seriously make you some bank, especially if you can get to the top like right away. Again, you take the product image that you get from a client, right? And then you take it into Canva or you take it into Midjourney, and then you say, hey, I want it to be so-and-so, or you go into Canva, you Photoshop it a little bit, you add a little elements. I'll give you an example here, right? Right here, I took the product image and then we turned it into something like this, all right? From there on, I take it as an agency, or the business takes it, they give it to the marketing expert, or I would make an ad out of it. And the whole goal here is to try and make consumers click on the ad and buy the product. Another thing that you can do with this business model, and what I have personally done as well, is people take product images and then they put them on Etsy. A lot of time they look like shit. And no offense to the people that I've worked with if you're watching this video, but if you take them, you make them look enticing, you can actually sell those product images back to the Etsy owner. I would say around roughly $20 to $25 per product image. I mean, with that, you could gross $600 to $750. Say they have 30 products annually. Say you have 100 clients a year. That's a mid to low average. That's very, very basic. That's like a C grade in school. You could seriously make up to $75,000 just from sitting at home doing some graphic design and photoshopping. Remember, all you're doing is taking your product image and photoshopping it. You're making somebody else's life better through your service. I think the best thing about that is you can do it anywhere in the world as long as you have a stable internet connection. And this last one can be done in 3 simple steps. That's it. Build a website, advertise the website, sell education. Now, believe it or not, info products are leading the world in education. One way or another, you have knowledge that somebody wants. Seriously, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be construction, business, finances, taxes, video games, cars. It doesn't matter what it is. You get the point. Education is not going anywhere, and it never will. Literally supply and demand. You have something somebody wants, they come in and buy it from you. All you got to do is record a few videos, make a website. It sounds really simple. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Again, do your market research and understand the business model before you do any of these. But regardless, you can seriously make some massive amounts of money off of this. You have to understand, though, how to make money before you can make money. With that being said, if you want full tutorials on how to start these models from the ground up, comment down in the comment section. I'll make a few videos on how to start these business models from the ground up, and you can access it here on my YouTube for totally free. So once again, thanks for checking in. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps my message get across to people like us that have the same mindset, that want to escape the matrix. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.